Hey class, welcome to your English 1 Persuasive Essay Outline lesson with me, Mr. Cook. And as I've said, this lesson will be about making and filling in a persuasive essay outline. All right, so I guess it really might help for y'all to see what an outline looks like before we even begin talking about it. So if you look over here to your right, or I guess to my right, you should see an outline. And on that outline, it's going to have different sections or everything that's needing to go in it. But don't worry, the rest of this video will be talking about how to fill out those sections. Now, before you actually start to make and fill out your persuasive essay outline, you have to understand first why. Why am I making you do this? Why is this an essential part of planning out an essay? Why can't you just start to write the essay? And the answer to that is because making an outline to your persuasive essay, not just a persuasive essay, but any essay, will allow you to organize your thoughts first off. You don't just want all those thoughts flying around and then you have a good one here and it just boom goes away. You'll never see it again. And then maybe you got one coming back floating over top here, but you can't catch it because you don't have an outline to write it down to remember for later whenever you try to go back and do your essay. So, first and foremost, making an outline for your persuasive essay allows you to organize your thoughts. And then once you filled everything in, having that outline lets you see, actually physically see, that you have enough support and research to back up the claim that you are making, the stance that you are taking in this persuasive essay. And if we go back to that outline that I had pictured here in the video earlier, you'll see that the first section that it has at the very top is for your topic. Now, your topic is what you're going to write your paper about. Well, it's part of it, but it's what you're going to write your paper about. And for the purpose of this video, of this example, my topic is going to be, do you believe in aliens? Now, as you can see, this topic is in the form of a question, but it easily could have been just a statement. I could have had the topic be aliens are real. I could have had the topic be aliens are not possible. You can see it in a variety of ways, but the main thing about the topic is that it's there to get you thinking. It's there to get you to make an opinion about it. And with that opinion, if you look a step down below topic, you will see stance. Now, stance is honestly probably the easiest part of your outline because stance is always going to be yes or no. Yes, do I agree? Or no, do I not agree? Now, here with do aliens exist? I'm going to say yes, aliens exist for my stance. And once you've read and become familiar with your topic and you've chosen your stance on that topic, the next part of your outline below stance says audience. Now, your audience is who you are writing to. And this can be in a school setting, this can be your fellow students, this can be me, your teacher, this can be any other teachers you have, this can be the principals, the counselor, anybody there. And outside of school, it can be your parents or guardians, it can be your grandparents. You can even write a paper to your siblings if you have the will to do so. But the reason I emphasize audience and determining your audience so much is because that is how you are going to word your paper, and that is how you are going to really just follow through and make sure that it is on their level of understanding. So just remember those big three: your topic, your stance, and your audience. They all go hand in hand, and they all form the start of your essay. And as we go down the outline some more, the next section you see is introduction. And with these introductions, just because it's a persuasive essay, the start of it and the middle of it is going to be the same as writing any other essay. You still want to have a hook, you still want to provide some meaningful blurb at the beginning that people are going to grab onto. But the difference between a persuasive introduction and, say, an expository or an informative introduction comes with the thesis statement. Because in this thesis statement, you are going to present your stance on the topic to your audience. And you have to make it very clear what side you are on. And to be honest with you, I really only have introduction there, like the word introduction there as a placeholder, because in this portion, I want you to focus more on your thesis statement. The actual wording and the sentences you're going to construct to put in your introduction before the thesis statement, that'll come whenever we're working on the essay itself. But right now, since we're just focusing on the outline, I really want you to hit home on that thesis statement. Make sure that you eloquently provide your stance to your audience on the topic. And once you've gotten that done, we can continue. We can move on to now, I believe it says reasons. And you'll see 2 sections for reasons, and you'll see 2 sections for facts. And each one is different from the other. This first reasons portion is reasons that you are taking your stance. You want to come up with at least 2 reasons that you believe what you believe. And when you're writing these reasons, make them, well, for lack of a better word, make them believable. Really try to sell these points to your audience. And as I just said, you want to have 2 of them, because having just one, they'll say you're talking to a friend, you're trying to make them to see something that you see, and you only tell them one thing, they're going to stick with what they believe. They're not going to change their side just because you've presented one argument to them. You have to have at least the 2 arguments. You can have 3. You can even have 4 if you want to fit that into the essay, but I'm only asking that you provide 2. And once you've provided your reasons for believing what you believe and choosing the stance that you have, you'll see that the next section is our first facts section, our supporting facts. Now, as of right now, you're not going to write anything down for this section because we have to do research. But I wanted to include this and explain this because with your supporting facts, you want to have as many supporting facts as you do reasons for taking your stance. What the facts do are really just back up what you're saying. And so you choose your reasons for believing first, and then whenever we go to the lab and y'all are able to do research, you'll be researching your beliefs and pulling from different articles or different blogs or even videos that you can cite and help support what you're saying. But like I said, you're not going to put anything in that section yet because we aren't able to get the research at the moment. So we can move on to our second reasons portions of the outline, reasons someone might disagree. And I'm sure you're wondering, well, this is a paper about my opinion. This is a paper about the stance that I've chosen on the topic. Why do I have to include what somebody else might think? And my answer to that is because it will only make your argument stronger. When you're debating, you have to acknowledge the other side. You can't just go up on the stage, you can't stand at the podium and just talk about what you feel, because the other person is going to come with their facts, their beliefs. They're going to have done the same process that you have done so far, and they're going to think and feel that their argument is stronger than yours. So you can see it as kind of like a courtesy, kind of giving them their moment of spotlight in a way, and include these reasons that they might disagree with what you believe. And here again, you want to have at least 2, and it's for the same reasons as you would the first one. You have to establish that you do acknowledge their argument. At the very least, you have to establish that you do acknowledge their argument. And then for the facts section following this, you have to do the same research that you would do providing your reasons for belief. Because if you provide your reasons to believe and you back that up with facts, and then you provide their reasons to believe what they believe, but then you don't provide the facts to back up what they believe, you're not going to have a solid, persuasive essay. So just make sure that you, I guess, take as much time, go in with what they say as you do with what you say. It'll make your argument and it'll make the next part hit even harder in the end. And with that, we are now on the last portion of our persuasive essay outline. And unlike an expository essay or an informative essay's outline, normally at the end of those, what do you see? You see the word conclusion. Well, here, we don't have a conclusion. We have a call to action. Because at the end, you have your audience's full attention. You've provided your side, you've provided their side. And then you've provided facts that support your side, and you've provided facts that disprove their side. So now you want your audience to act on what all you have just said, and you want to make the most of it. So that way they too will believe what you believe. And once you combine all of these elements together, at the end of your outline, make sure that you just read over it one more time. Make sure you agree with everything that you've put down. Make sure you're happy with everything you've put down. And then we can start writing. And I'm very excited to see what y'all will start writing. All right, thank you for watching the video. And if you made it all the way to the end, make sure you like and subscribe. I'm just kidding. Y'all have a good day. I'll see you in class.